I like this right here too. I like it's a little bit more compact or whatever the case might be. All right, this is cool. This is cool. I'm gonna give everybody a couple of seconds to come back in here. Did they fuck my fan up on my computer? I don't hear my fan ever coming on. These niggas might have disconnected my fan or some shit. I don't never hear my fan coming on. This shit is hot. Look. All right, we're going to give everybody a second to come back. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I'm back. Is it better? Real quick, before I even start, is it better? No, I was in the other room. I was in the room, man. All right, so basically, all right, let's get all the way into the Adam 22 shit. There's one thing that I want to explain to everybody, right? I want to explain to everybody one thing about the whole Adam 22 thing. Adam 22 got in trouble a while back because there was some he made some statements that something about having sex with some underage girl, flying all the way to Canada to have sex with some underage girl. He made some statements about some shit like that, right? So there is a girl out there that is underage, that he allegedly went to Canada to have sex with. When AKADEMIKS brought that shit up, did you see his face? Did you see Adam 22's face? Did you see Adam 22's face when he brought that shit up? Adam 22, his whole face changed. His whole face changed. This nigga AKADEMIKS was like, nah, but how about that girl? What if I go find that girl? Nigga Adam 22 whole face changed. Now all of a sudden he want to know why it's about him. You want to know why it's about you, homeboy? Because you thought that you was going to attack somebody using somebody else. Okay, but I can't keep talking about how the camera ain't working. So I need for you to either stop watching the feed or I need for you to stop complaining that the camera ain't working. If you don't do one of those two, I'm just going to put you on a timeout so I don't have to keep hearing about how the thing ain't working. Because how am I going to do the show if the whole entire show I'm talking to you about how your camera ain't working? You understand? I'm trying to be respectful about it, but at the same time, what you want me to do? You want me to sit here for 2 hours talking about how the camera is or isn't working, or you want me to do the show? Eric Vasquez says, Jack, there's an article out there where the girl speaks out about exactly what happened. Adam 22 raped 3 girls who have come forward. First of all, just so we can be clear about this, he looks like somebody who messes with kids to me. He literally looks like, if Adam 22 wasn't on the internet and we just saw him walking down the block, who here would think he was a pedo? Let's have a vote. And I'm not calling him one, but I'm saying if you just saw Adam 22 walking down the block, who here would think he's a pedo? What up, Rio? The nigga look creepy. That's a fact. I'm not even saying he is one. But there are young girls that apparently have come forward and said yes. And besides the young girls that have come forward and said yes, he's made a statement alluding to the fact that he flew all the way to California to have sex. I mean, all the way to Canada to have sex with a little girl. How is that even a joke? How is that even something that we discuss? Now you got all of these rappers talking about the AKADEMIKS, how much they hate AKADEMIKS. I don't hear them talking about getting niggas like Adam 22 out of the game. I'm gonna need niggas to have that same energy that they have for AKADEMIKS for all of these other niggas. I'm gonna need for them niggas to have that same energy that they have for Tekashi to have for everybody else. I just want you to be consistent. If you don't like AKADEMIKS or if you don't like Tekashi, cool. That's not a problem. It's your right to like and dislike whoever you want to like and dislike. But my point is this. Are you gonna keep the same energy for them other niggas that's doing shit that is tantamount to what they're doing or worse? Are you gonna have energy for the same energy? Or are you just it's gonna be okay for them other niggas to do the weirdo shit? But if Tekashi or AKADEMIKS do it, then we gotta be all over them. And just so we can be clear, I literally do not think that AKADEMIKS likes me. I'm gonna tell y'all a story real quick. A while back, there's a person that I know. I'm not gonna tell you who it is because this isn't even important. A while back. What up, BQ mommy? We got my sister-in-law in the house. Everybody say what's up. A while back, somebody hit me up and asked me to contact, I think, Selena Powell or somebody about a story about AKADEMIKS or some shit. I know the person. I don't know AKADEMIKS. So I didn't really care to do it, but I was like, I'll reach out. But I told the person, I think I told the person, I was like, I don't think any of that is real. I don't think that AKADEMIKS is really beefing with those girls. I don't think they're gonna say anything about him. I don't think this is a thing, but I'll reach out. It is what it is. So I just reached out to this person. So AKADEMIKS might have found out about that and still be pissed off about that, thinking that I'm trying to come for him. I was never trying to come for him. Be perfectly honest with you, I don't even know what the girl was gonna say. You'll be surprised at how often people tell me shit and I hold on to it. Matter of fact, y'all know me. You shouldn't be surprised. I hear about a lot of shit that I never talk about. I hear about a lot of shit I don't never talk about. We don't bring it up on the channel. Ruby slippers. But that was crazy how Adam tried to make it seem like I'm not gonna lie, DJ AKADEMIKS be beefing with chicks, right? But what you don't understand is bloggers, when you do what we do, and I'm not gonna say what we do like I do what he do, but when you're in this type of field, people are always coming for you. And then all right, so he tried to make it seem like he's always beefing with Sarah Molina. How are you gonna make it seem like, I'm gonna tell you what's so crazy. Hold on. Listen to this. Listen to why. This is another reason I don't fuck with niggas. Do not fuck with Adam 22. Check this out. How is Adam 22 gonna talk about how? Listen. I'm gonna tell you how crazy this is. What up, Kendio? I'm gonna tell you how crazy this is. How is Adam 22 talking about all DJ Academics do is beef with girls, right? All DJ Academics do is beef with women, right? Nigga, you brought a woman on your show to disrespect them. What the fuck are you talking about? Shout out to Power Gray with the dub drop, $20 drop. Says good morning, brethren. Salute Frost and the team. Yo, how the hell is Adam 22 gonna talk about all academics do is beef with chicks? Nigga, you brought a female on your platform to disrespect academics. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You can't bring a motherfucker on your platform, a woman on your platform to diss a dude. Then when the dude got word back for her, talk about all he do is argue with women. Nigga, you get the fuck out. God, you need to kick his ass. Please, somebody explain to me how that works. I'm going to need somebody to explain to me how Adam 22 could say that DJ Academics only argue with females when he's literally bringing females on his show and trying to coax them into saying something fucked up about academics. Please, somebody explain this to me. I need to know how this works. Is that the type of time we on? Where the person who is actually the aggressor, we're going to treat them like the victim. Is that what we're doing? So nowadays, the only way to win a fight is to throw rocks and hide your hands? That's what we doing? We throwing rocks and we hiding our hands? Fuck that shit. I'm going to tell you what I thought was really interesting. Did anybody see when he called Tekashi on the phone and Tekashi referenced Sarah Molina sleeping with the whole team? Did anybody hear when he called Tekashi on the phone and Tekashi referenced Sarah Molina sleeping with the whole fucking team? The Few says, academics put Adam in his place. Agreed. 6ix9ine laughed at him and hung up. Ack was about to disrespect Snow Billy. He was? So you mean academics in them is going to talk about Snow Billy, mention Snow Billy, but none of them is never going to mention Jack Frost or the BBN? I didn't see the whole interview. So you're going to tell me them niggas is going to reference and speak up on Snow Billy, but none of them niggas is never going to reference Jack Frost or the BBN? Come on, man. I'm going to do my job. I'm not going to hate on niggas. I'm going to do my job and call it how it is. But I just wish other niggas did their job with the same type of integrity that I do my job. That would be dope. I mean, I fuck up sometimes, but I try my best to do the right thing. First of all, if you bring Selena on, you want to talk about academics in one way or another. All right? If you bring on Sarah, you want to talk about Tekashi or academics or both of them. So I'm not jacking none of these niggas, fucking the Adam 22s and the Vlads of the world. They did bring up my name? Are you sure? Maybe I need to watch that interview now. My apologies. Thank you. Somebody brought up my name finally. Everybody ignores me. The only people that don't ignore me is the people that want to beef with me. When Sarah Molina was coming at Act and calling him out of his name many times, she tried to say all Act does is beef with women. That's where Adam 22 gets this BS from. First of all, Act is in a whole beef with Meek Mill for the last 3 years. So I don't want to hear none of that shit. All of you niggas is stupid. Not you niggas, obviously. Them niggas that's saying that stupid shit. He been in a whole beef with Meek Mill for the longest. This nigga been beefing with Meek Mill for how many years now? Can somebody tell me how many years academics been beefing with Meek Mill, who's a grown man? He been beefing with Meek Mills for how many years? Like, I don't understand this. Academics was beefing with, was he beefing with Star for a while? And if you beef with Star, you cannot be called somebody that only messes with girls, because Star comes with all the knuckles, no gloves. That's what Star come with. So he beefed with Star for a little while. So if you beef with Star, who is the hater, he is the original hater. If you beef with Star, yeah, Star's funny. See, that's the thing niggas don't get. When you beefing with a funny nigga, that's you gonna lose. Like, you're not gonna be funnier than a funny nigga. You feel me? Don't even beef with a funny nigga. Everett Gilchrist said, how come when Jack wants acknowledgement for the work that he does, and instead gets beef? Kind of like to get the good looking chick, but an ugly friend keep hitting on you. Pretty much. Act called out Meek for a fair one, for either charity or without cameras. However, Meek wants to do it, and Act said he'll do it in Philly. I'm gonna pull up. I hope they make it. I'm pull up. I'm gonna pull up. If I could find out where the occasion and thing is, I hope I could talk to both of them. I'd probably be able to talk to Academics before I could talk to Meek. Appreciate you, Freeze Williams. I mean, I mess up sometimes too. Everybody messes up sometimes. You feel me? But they do Academics wrong. They start trouble with him and then they hide their hands. They start trouble with Tekashi, then they hide their hands. Nobody, when Tekashi first came out and them niggas was trying to make fun of him, calling him gay, making fun of his rainbow hair and all of that, was there nobody coming to Tekashi fence? When Tekashi started defending himself verbally, then all of a sudden everybody's a fucking victim. Am I wrong? All these niggas is victims now all of a sudden. Tekashi's picking on everybody. I don't think Meek is gonna have a fight. They said he would, but I don't think he would. I don't think Meek can fight. Remember, every time Meek got beef with somebody, he sends goons after them. I know niggas that's bosses that got hands. Them niggas always is trying to get in the fights, and they use their goons to make sure that it's a one-on-one. I'm just saying. Nah, he can't fight. I seen how he punched that bag. Accountability is definitely important. That's a fact. That's a whole fact. So hold on. So we're not gonna talk about. Hold on. So we're not gonna talk about how Tekashi 6ix9ine said that you're talking about the girl they ran the train on. Didn't they run the train on that girl? Did you hear his voice when he was saying that? I could believe that people are jealous of. First of all, there are a ton of people jealous of 6ix9ine. So Vlad is so jealous of 6ix9ine, it's retarded. I think the real reason why Vlad is jealous of 6ix9ine is because of the way that 6ix9ine was accepted into Treyway for that time that 6ix9ine was running with Treyway. I think that's really the reason why Vlad is mad at 6ix9ine, because Vlad want to be accepted by black people bad. He just wants to be accepted. You know what I'm saying? I think that's one of the reasons why he go at 6ix9ine, trying to get acceptance into the black culture, so he can see, I'm one of you guys. When in reality, Vlad, you get niggas locked up. Vlad, you get niggas on your show and you asking them questions, and they don't understand the ramifications of their answers. Nah, nigga, you ain't for the community. Yeah, I don't like you. Vlad know what he is. We know what you are, Vlad. You know what you are. I would never interview with somebody who interviewed a person who is my op and interviewed them in a manner that allowed for them to speak disparagingly about me. I would never. And I don't want to do interviews anyway. So, like a while back, I had people that kept coming up to me saying, "Yo, Jack, let me interview you." I said, "Yep, the op sent you. I'm not letting you interview me, homie. Not never." Yep, the op sent you. Adam 22 is a Kardashian, or you just saying he's a Kardashian? I didn't even speak on the interview from 6ix9ine and Adam. I don't know who turned the interview down or didn't turn it down. First I'm hearing of it at all. If you notice, I read the comment, I believe. I don't know if I read it out loud or not, but I didn't address it. I don't know the accuracy or authenticity of the information. And I don't think it's pertinent, because I don't care who turned down the interview from who else. That doesn't give you carte blanche to go out there and purposely try to engineer false narratives on a person to try to disparage their character or try to sully their name. Like, that doesn't give you the right to do that. Crisis says, Frost, I need to make just one request when it comes to Meek and any of these tough guys. Pull the fuck up for the fade. If you're not with the fade, to get the fuck out of here, because that's super late. They super lame. Yo, let me explain something to you. I'm agreeing with you, by the way. Let me explain something to you. A nigga went on his show and said that I tried to kill my daughter. And then when I respond back, think about it. There's nothing worse you could do to a person than kill him, right? Then I respond back and say, but my nigga, your wife is trying to get dick from niggas in chat rooms, and your penis don't even work, my nigga. Like, he got some kind of shit wrong with his guts. His dick don't work. So I come back at you like that, and you get sensitive I'm talking about your wife. My nigga, you talked about my daughter. But that's what these dudes do. They do some shit that you have to respond to. And then when you respond, they play the victim. And that's what people do. That's what Adam was doing last night to DJ AKADEMIKS. And I'm just saying, I'm going to be quiet because I know y'all still fuck with that nigga, but I'm letting y'all know there's no way in the world that somebody is going to tell me that something like you tried to kill your daughter and I fuck with you and then I still fuck with them. I can't fuck with them. And just so we're clear, me and that nigga will never be cool. Ever again. I will die first. I'm telling you, I'm going to die first. Nigga talking about my kids, my nigga. And I'm not gonna front. Still got people over there that's supposed to, y'all support me, but y'all hang over there with the guy that's talking about my daughter? How would you feel if somebody talked about your daughter and then I was over there hanging out with the person that was talking about your daughter and putting death in the same sentence as your daughter? How would you feel about me? Would you trust me? Would you fuck with me? You feel me? I just want people to understand that. You hear me? You can't say that you cool with me, but you fucking with a nigga that's trying to put death on my daughter's name. Tone said, Axe said 6ix9ine will do an interview if Adam stopped bringing up people from his past to make him shut up. Adam said he didn't want to, but Adam's still gonna do interviews about him. Because Adam and Vlad are just, okay, it's hard for me to explain this. Them niggas is guests. When you a guest, you have to, if Adam 22 says that he would not interview 6ix9ine and he's not a journalist, I'm going to say that again. If Adam 22 said that he would not interview 6ix9ine and he is not a journalist, shout out to Tony Tone with the $1 drop. You cannot be a journalist and say that you're going to turn down a big interview. You get it? That means that you're not doing journalism. That means you're doing something else. Eric Vasquez says Adam 22 isn't culture, so he gets bullied into what and how he makes his content. That's why he won't interview 6ix9ine. Didn't somebody try to shoot Adam 22? Didn't Adam 22 like have where his spot was where he was recording? They had somebody like ran in there and tried to like shoot or kill him or some bullshit. Is that like, didn't that happen to him? Or is that some bullshit? Yeah, it don't even make sense. You understand what I'm saying? You cannot be a journalist and say that you don't want to interview Tekashi 6ix9ine. Okay, so he said he's not a journalist. Copy. So if he's not a journalist, why is people going to his channel and taking anything that the people on his channel saying like it has any credence? Do you get what I'm saying? If he's not doing journalism, he's literally only talking shit. I believe he was getting beat up and disrespected. Why not? And just so we clear, that person calling death on my daughter, or why I say something about whatever, about his wife, he's losing it. Oh, you talking about my wife? It's over now. Nigga, you talked about my daughter. You a whole dub. Get out of here. I don't make friends with niggas that I do not befriend enemies. Not never. Not never in the history of me being alive. The business says he got a news format now too, so he's trying to do journalism. He's interviewing people. You're either doing journalism where you're trying to find out facts, or you're doing gossip where you're just trying to get people to say shit that's salacious. Somebody said Russ Goons ran up on him while he was getting a mani-pedi. What the hell? His baby mama gets trains ran on her, and then she talks about how much she loved getting the trains ran on her. So, you know, shout out to that. What you want me to say? Access 6 was already going to start doing interviews again. However, I wonder where he's going to start. Adam dubbed himself out. I don't know. Maybe going Vlad. What the fuck do I know? Breakfast Club said they wouldn't have him, right? There probably will be people that will blackball him and be like they don't want the interview and their media sources, because there are people that's pissed off at 6ix9ine. But if you're on YouTube and you're a journalist on YouTube, you take that interview. You know what that's going to do for you. You know a 6ix9ine interview is going to do 10, 15 million fucking views. 20 million views. You know a 6ix9ine interview for the BBN, let's say for whatever the reason is, right? 6ix9ine says, I'm going to interview with the BBN, right? For whatever the reason is. He not only interviews with the BBN, but he interviews with the BBN first. That's going to allow for us to be able to get away from the bullshit. No, Adam did not win Christopher Brooks. You probably just think Adam won because he's white. Adam did not win. Adam looked like a whole fool out there. Adam looked like a whole fool. Could we get a vote real quick? Who thinks AKADEMIKS Who thinks academics handled that situation well? Who thinks academics was a fool? Wait, hold on. Let's just get this guy's verbiage right. Who thinks academics handled that situation well? Who thinks academics was a clown? You liked academics
Sorry,
did?
I don't know how to help with that. Here are other things you can do.
Nobody talking to you. Who think academics did well? Who think academics handled his own? Who thinks that Adam 22 looked better? I guess that's a better way to put it. Adam 22 was damn near crying. Adam 22 was damn near crying. Academics absolutely handled his ass because he couldn't lie. Do you understand? Niggas win arguments not because they win arguments because they're ready to lie. Mad niggas win arguments because they're ready to lie. I got a relative. Nigga can never be trusted. Every single time you talking to him about something, he automatically knows somebody that was there. No matter what you talking about. You could be like, yo, I'm telling you, man, the moon landing was whatever year. And he's gonna tell me that he know what year the moon landing was because he talked to Buzz Aldrin. Like, that's the way this nigga thinks. So I'm telling you right now, niggas is weird. Ack was prepared. And he ain't look drunk to me. I don't know what anybody talking about. I don't know if he had anything to drink or not. I'm not saying he did. I'm not saying he didn't. I'm just saying from the part of the interview that I saw, I did not get that impression. I think that he was way too concise with his words and way too specific with his questions for him to have been intoxicated to the point of inebriation. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong. Really? My kids was on my show last night. And I have one kid. Hey, who was on the show last night when my daughter called in? Hey, who was on the show last night when my daughter called in? Real quick. Who was on the show last night when my daughter called in? That's still up. Is it still up? I don't know. But who was on the show last night when my daughter called in? You see? Them niggas just make up new lies. That's what niggas do. They just make up new lies. Make up new lies. Make up new lies. That's all the niggas that beef with me do is make up new lies. Always stick to the truth. Tony Tone says Adam was using his white privilege. Ack, what are you talking about? You sound crazy. Yeah, using his white privilege. That's a fact. So now that's 2 interviews Adam 22 did where he tried to flip the story and not answer the question. Say Dame Dash, that's a fact. And now that's a fact. Dame Dash handled him. Dame Dash ripped that nigga Adam 22 to pieces. He did him dirty. My daughter was on the show last night, man. I don't know what to tell you. They just gonna think up another lie. Next thing they're gonna say is I killed my grandmother or something because my grandmother passed away, so there's no way for me to get her on the phone. You understand what I'm saying? JR says Adam 22 was acting like he couldn't understand what Ack was talking about. He knew exactly what Ack was talking about. I do agree with you though that he was trying to pretend, but he knew exactly what Ack was talking about. Because he know what bitch ass nigga shit he did. What up, Mego? He know what he did. What he did was bitch ass nigga shit. You know what he did? I don't know. Maybe Adam 22. Maybe 22 was his jersey number. I have no idea. I don't know I don't know if he played basketball. I don't know, man. Maybe he tried to get Adam, but there was 21 people that beat him. His birth certificate, it says Adam 22. I don't know. Yo, my dude, I had a dude talk about my daughter. Yeah, Adam actually needs to be canceled. That's a fact. I had a dude talk about my daughter. Uh, uh, uh. Hey, I need y'all to hold on 1 second. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. If anybody get ready to leave, tell them don't go nowhere. Give me 1 second. Where's my keys? God dang it. Let me get my ID. Don't go nowhere. I'll be right back. I might have a surprise for you guys. Don't go nowhere. I might have a surprise. Hold on. Don't go nowhere. Anybody pull up, tell them to stay. Sorry about that. My pants almost fell down, y'all. Right on camera. My Blue Apron food came. Woo! That was. I'm sorry if I made y'all wait for some shit that was stupid. My Blue Apron came. My food. This is what we got this week. It says seared cod and pepper over creamy rice. We also have steak and brown butter sauce. And we also have, last and not least, whatever this shit is, chicken. Woohoo! My Blue Apron. That's bag. Yes, looking at my stuffs. Let's go. I can't wait to see what they send me next week. Dude, you gotta the Blue Apron jump off that I use, it sends me enough for 2 people. So all of those shits is 2 people. Please stop talking to Mego about the jump off messing up. We on the phone. Yes, Blue Apron is official. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Anyway, let's get back to what we was talking about. Did anybody hear when Tekashi 6ix9ine made the reference to Sarah Molina fucking the team? Did anybody hear when? Yeah, you could choose your options. That's a whole fact. Did anybody hear where Tekashi 6ix9ine was on the phone and he made a reference to Sarah Molina fucking the whole team? Did anybody hear the reference? I will contact them. Has anybody heard the reference? Has anybody heard the reference? Listen, has anybody heard the reference of when Tekashi 6ix9ine made a reference, RIP FBG Duck, when Tekashi 6ix9ine was on the phone and he made the reference to Sarah Molina banging the whole team? Tekashi 6ix9ine was on. If I wasn't shooting from my phone right now, I'll show you. Tekashi 6ix9ine was on the phone and said, "Oh, you mean the girl that fucked the whole team, or the girl that fucked all the guys, or some shit like that?" When they was talking about Sarah Molina, that's what he said. That's what he said. Oh, so you do remember hearing it? That's what's up, your life. That's what he said. So once a fucking again, he said, "Didn't they run a train on your girl?" No, I'm not talking about that, Jacqueline. Nope, not talking about that. Oh, I hear what you're trying to tell me. Time out. I hear what you're trying to tell me. Okay, so I'm going to listen to it again. Hold on. I'm going to listen to it again because my reference can be wrong, so I won't talk about it. I'll listen to it again. Thank you, Jacqueline Michelle. I'm going to listen to it again. I'm going to listen to the whole thing again just to make sure that I'm saying the right thing. I'll leave that alone until I listen to it again. She already co-signed it. That's a fact. She said she had them niggas smoking together. She has already admitted it. Y'all know when y'all come in here with names, that's old names that you've been here, like last time you was here like a year ago, maybe 2 years ago, maybe, you know, I still remember you guys, right? And I still remember if half of you left, I still remember if it's on good terms or bad. You know that, right? So when y'all use old accounts and come back in here, I remember those accounts. I just want y'all to know that. Six Nine was saying that about Lena. Adam said the train part about Sarah working at a strip club. Okay, so that's what happened. I just want to be clear on everything. Copy. I got you, G's. Look. That's why I'm gonna back up off of that statement. I'm gonna go listen to the thing again. I only heard it about twice. So I'm gonna back up off of that statement. I'll do that. I'll wait until I listen to it again. Maybe I heard what I heard because of previous information in which I have. He could be speaking about Jade. I mean, Jade worked in the strip club. I'm sorry, but I think the majority of females that have worked in the strip club definitely is down with trains. I'm sorry. That's what I think. I could be wrong. I think that if you work in a strip club, I could be wrong. What the fuck do I know? But I think that if you work in a strip club, there's a good chance that you have had a train ran on you a couple of times before. At least once. That's just me. I mean, if life is in such a situation where you have to take your clothes off to make money, I mean, the next step is, you know, if you're going to take your clothes off to make money, the next step to make the big money is going the next thing, right? So, and I'm not even trying to get into that. I don't really be trusting people with multiple accounts either. I have two accounts that I use. I use my BBN account only when I'm on the internet doing BBN stuff. And I have my regular account that is my regular account that I use. That's the account that I use. You understand what I'm saying? Your screen is messed up too, Shy Murder. Nothing I can do about it. It just is what it is at this point. It is what it is at this point. I can't stop anybody from getting booted. Maybe somebody is booting y'all on purpose. Maybe the internet is just messed up. Which interview you talking about, Urban Legend? Shout out to Shy Murder also. Young CEO. I think it's YouTube. But also, Sex Money is, he told somebody else that he was gonna look up their IP address and send the cops to their crib or some weirdo shit. So there's no telling if somebody's just messing with my IP address or not. That's crazy. The nigga told this nigga, yo, the nigga told this nigga that if he don't stop making memes about him, he's gonna call the cops on him. Come on, man. A nigga you starting with. I can see if the dude just picking on you, but it's a nigga you starting with. No, Zeke ain't no good. It's a fact. Frost, I'm gonna stay all the way out because neither of you listening to no. I'm not doing this, Rio. You can all the way bounce. That nigga's not gonna come over here start trouble with me and you gonna make it seem like I did something. I swear to God, Rio, this is the only time I'm ever gonna say this. If one nigga try to make it seem like a nigga that started trouble with me and I had anything to do with it, you can leave fucking now. This is my whole word. This is my word on how I love my daughter, Rio. If you're gonna even pretend like I started anything with that guy, or I had anything with that guy, or I started any problems with that guy, or I'm a part of the problems, or I did anything, you can leave right now. Just let me fucking know. Niggas is not gonna come over here. Niggas is not gonna come over here, pick a fight with me, and my own admin is gonna act like I had something to do with it. So you let me know what you want to do, homeboy. That nigga picked a fight with me and you want to act like I had something to do. I don't even want to fuck with you no more. Let's go. Rio's a dub. I booted that nigga. That nigga bags. That nigga just tried to make it. That nigga started a whole argument with me, and my admin is telling me that that I'm not listening to him when a nigga came and started a beef with me. Right now, anybody that think I started a beef with that dude, y'all can all leave right now. Anybody that thinks that I started a beef with that dude, y'all can all leave right now. I don't care who you are. That nigga talked about my daughter. That nigga been going on every platform with all of my ops talking shit about me for months. And then Rio is going to act like I'm starting with him? Nah, we're not doing that. If a nigga came and disrespected your daughter and you defended your daughter and some other motherfucker tried to come up to you and made it seem like you was part of the problem, what would you say? If a nigga came up to you, disrespected your daughter, and a nigga that was supposed to be your fucking people, a nigga that was supposed to be your brother, went and started trying to act like you did something wrong, how would you treat that nigga? So anybody else that want to leave with sex money, please bounce. Matter of fact, I'll help you out. Whenever I see anybody on Sex Money channel, I'm just going to ban you. That's it. That solves all the problems. This nigga talked about my daughter and Rio is in here trying to tell me I'm wrong. We ain't doing that. No. I'm going to explain to you what happened. I'm going to explain to you exactly what's happening. No, y'all getting kicked because Sex Money is attacking the channel. I'm going to explain to you exactly what's happening. I'm going to explain to you. I blocked Sex Money on everything. So he has no access to me. So he's contacting all of my admins and harassing them, trying to convince them that I did something to him. So right now, I'm telling you, if I see anybody fucking with that nigga Sex Money, I don't fuck with you. So you do what you want to do. That nigga talked about my daughter. This is to the grave. This nigga talked about my daughter. And I got my own admin trying to say like I did something wrong. I know when my enemies is manipulating the people that's around me. I get you from around me. So you do what you want to do, homeboy. You is not BBN. I don't want to talk about it. Please don't nobody call me and discuss this. Yes, he did. Just like the other day when he tried to keep homeboy's argument alive. So that's your man, Rio. Go rock with him. Anybody else want to go? I mean, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. This nigga is... I'm going to explain this one time. This nigga just came in my chat and tried to make it sound like I am the problem. I am not the problem. I am never... Me and Sex Money can never be cool. I swear to God, homie. I'm going to stay away from you. You stay away from me. Me and you can never be cool. There is literally, if you jumped in front of a bullet and saved my life, I would still curse you in hell. Do you understand? There is no way. There is nothing that can happen. There's literally nothing that can happen. And anybody that I see favoring him, I'm going to dub you. And I'm not going to deal with you. And that's period. So y'all niggas do what y'all want to do. You do what you want to do. If I see anybody talking favorably about him, I'm kicking you. If I see anybody, I'm kicking you, period. If I see anybody, anything. If I see anybody bringing up a conversation that it sounds like something that he'd bring up, I'm kicking you. I don't care who you are. This nigga talked about my fucking daughter, and Rio came in here and tried to make it seem like I had something to do with any of this. No, we're not doing that. We're not muddying the waters. That nigga came and started a whole thing with me. That's my daughter. Rio was on his show this morning. I'm not rereading anything. I'm not rereading anything. Know what? I'm going to tell you why I'm not going to reread anything, because I'm going to tell you the first line. I am not stupid and I understand English. He in here trying to defend that dude. If I see anybody trying to defend him, I'm kicking them, period. He said, Frost, I'm going to stay all the way out because neither one of you listen to me. That's enough for me. That is enough. That's enough. I didn't do anything. I don't need to listen to nobody. I don't need to read no more of that comment. That's enough. Just so y'all know, they're attacking other admins also. Rio is not the only one. Rio is just the only one falling for it. Rio is just the only one falling for it. They're going after other admins also. They're going after other admins also. Rio is the only one falling for it. Sex Money is literally contacting all of the admins, crying after he started trouble with me. Now, we not doing that. Nigga, your wife is on the internet trying to fuck other niggas. Your dick don't work. You got to beg niggas to bail your child out of jail. There is no moderation. There's no mediation. There's none of that. There is no mediation. A nigga come fuck with me and you trying to mediate? No. You a dub, Rio. You can't imagine how personal this is. This nigga talking about my daughter and death in the same breath. You can imagine how personal this is. Yes, Rio is his man. Now he a dub. Nah, nigga, you go stay over there with Sex Money. That's your homie. And just so you know, I was going to dub you the other day and Bree asked me not to. Just so you know. Bree told me I had you confused. I didn't have you confused. Nah. Look, I already know what's going to happen. All of y'all guys is about to leave. I'm going to have to build up a whole new community. I already know that's going to happen. Because Sex Money is going to convince y'all all to do some weirdo shit. And so I'm going to have to get rid of you. Then while I'm getting rid of you, he's going to then convince us. Y'all going to all be convinced. I already know it. So we got to build a whole new community. 9 times out of 10, I'm going to have to get all new admins. Everybody's leaving. I get it. Nope. So I get it. I get it. No, what he's going to do is he's going to keep bringing all of that bullshit ass energy that I don't want around me from sex money. So whoever want to leave with Rio, just leave. A yearly thing, this is a daily thing. This nigga talking about my daughter and you trying to make it seem like I'm involved, I did something wrong. No, this nigga, first of all, just to be honest, and I'm not trying to disrespect no ladies out there, but this nigga wife is, show a picture of your wife, homie. I tell you what, you show a picture of your wife, I show a picture of my ex-girl. And they gotta be in loving position so we know that it's just not no regular random family member. You show a picture of your wife, I show a picture of my ex. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. You show a picture of your wife, and I'll show a picture of my ex. How about that? You show a picture of the woman that's out there trying to bang other niggas because your dick don't work. Crisis Blacks is Frost. I agree with Free Nuke. People got to die for implicating kids. It's not a game, but look, we BBN family rock with you. So, okay, you're right. I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to stop talking about it. You are right, Crisis Black. Let's get back on topic of what we're talking about. But I just want to just let y'all know what they do. So if any of y'all ever come to me trying to push any points of my enemies, I'm going to just kick you. I don't care who you are. Once you show me disloyalty, I'm throwing you straight out the door. This is the second time Rio, in my opinion, was disloyal to me in the last in a week, in less than 7 days. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. So you want to be on, stay over there with Sex Money. That's it. Just stay with Sex Money. I'm not fucking with you. I'm not going back off of this, and I don't care. Do you see what Sex Money is doing? Sex Money is going to keep contacting my admins and people in the chat so they can keep coming and disrupting my live. So I got to keep kicking everybody that does that. So Rio is first, and whoever, I got to keep kicking everybody that does that because they're not going to stop. He's going to keep sending people to do that. So I got to kick everyone that does that. I don't understand what the logic isn't there for. All right, let's talk about Beirut. That's a fact. Just so we could be clear about the whole Beirut thing. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to explain to you. Just so we could be clear about this whole Beirut thing. I told y'all that there was going to be an attack I told y'all that there was going to be an attack. There was going to be an attack somewhere. I thought it might be in America. I wasn't sure where it was going to be. But I told y'all that there was going to be an act of war that was going to go on. I told y'all because I told y'all when that general died that was an act of war and there was a lot of people that was upset. One of the things that you got to understand about generals is that general, he has personal relationships with other countries where their people went and probably did black op operations for people over here, over there, over there. He has personal relationships with people. They've been doing business together. They've been killing, murdering, stealing, everything with people together. There's people that needed that general because of intel or because of influence or because maybe that general was a connection that they didn't personally have with another person, but that allowed for them to stay 2 or 3 steps out of the... They needed that general. They went and killed that general. After they killed that general, what did I tell y'all? What up, Marcus Steele? What did I tell y'all? What did I tell y'all after they killed that general? I told y'all that there was going to be a war. I told y'all shit was going to go crazy. I told y'all. Right? And what happened? We have an explosion in Beirut. For everybody that don't know, Beirut is an ally of America. So now Trump said he's going to go send troops over there, right? Check this out, though. When an accident happens, they don't send troops. When an accident happens, the UN sends food, the UN sends doctors, the UN sends shit like that. America don't send nothing. So why after this explosion is the US sending troops rather than sending aid? Because that's what you're supposed to send when an accident happens. You send aid. I'm not talking to all of Sex Money Murder. I'm not talking to all of those guys. I'm not talking about the Blazers. I'm talking about this one person. Just so we can be clear. I'm only DSTN. I'm only talking about this one person. I am not talking about anybody else. Okay, so hold on. Crisis Black says, Frost, is it possible that this may be Frost, is it possible that this may be a bomb strike provoked by allies or the Iranian general? Well, the Iranian general is dead, so it's not by him. Garrett Crawford says 2,700 tons of ammonium nitrate just happens to be next to your firework house, which happens to be. Y'all do notice this place that got blown up is right next to the American embassy, right? You know, it's like right across the street from the American embassy. The American embassy was in that blast. Did y'all know that? Show of hands. Who knew that? Who knew that the American embassy was located inside of the blast radius of that explosion? Okay, so the country you live in, Karim TV, is sending them, right? That's dope. But everyone should be sending that. They should be sending aid. They shouldn't be sending soldiers. Thank you, Crisis Black. They were sending aid, not troops. It's near the embassy and the port. You can't tell me that this was an accident. That sounds like what you do. That sounds like an attack on the U.S. embassy. And then what did Trump do? Send troops. That sounds like what you do when somebody attacks the U.S. embassy. What was the name of that embassy that got blown up? It was from another country, and Hillary Clinton got blamed for it. Remember that hold on. Remember that embassy or whatever that American embassy, it got bombed or something like that when Obama was in office, and they blamed Benghazi. Thank you. How did Benghazi? Benghazi was a bomb, right? Because remember, you can't get inside of the embassy, so you got to attack the embassy from outside. And yes, if there is a war going on, Congress can vote to postpone elections. That's a fact. It was Benghazi. It was Benghazi. Congress can vote to postpone elections. That's the fact. I don't know if they'll postpone it, but they could 100% vote to. Oh, it wasn't bombed. It was run over by rebels. They attacked with mortar missiles. Tomato, tomato. Bombed mortar missiles. I don't know how long they could hold the election. But I told y'all that this was going to happen. And I also told y'all that I didn't think we was going to have an election this year. Could we just, for a second, because I know I'm going to be wrong about some of these prognostications that I'm making. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be wrong about quite a few of them. But could we please acknowledge that I'm right a lot? The FBI just raided Jake Paul's house in Calabasas. What up, Obelisk TV? A U.S. ambassador died in Benghazi. That's probably who they was trying to get killed in the first place. But could we just acknowledge that my prognostications be on point? Be on point, on point. Can we acknowledge that? Can we get those likes up also, please? Crisis says Beirut is about to lead to a stopped election, and it's going to lead to civil unrest and will eventually lead to a civil war. It's getting bad, man. I think that there's going to be, I'm going to explain to you, I think there's going to be a world war for a couple of different reasons. And I think one of the main reasons why there's going to be a world war is because they just want less people on the planet. I think they just want to depopulate. They just want less people on the planet. And everything that they're trying to do, just they can't, it's just not working the way they would prefer for it to work. Yeah, that's why people was upset, because she could have prevented it. That's why I said it was a hit. She probably wanted the dude hit in the first fucking place. She probably wanted the dude hit, man. I'm not saying she did. I mean, when I say she, I don't just mean her individually. I mean, you know, the powers that be. Crisis Black says, Frost, you're the second most accurate prognosticator I know, second only to myself, bro. We need to have a talk on the phone one day, because you definitely thinking 5-dimensionally. It's a fact, homie. I hate the fact that I have to keep doing this. I'm going to take this dude. I'm going to unban this dude. I'm not giving him back his admin status. I'm going to unban Rio Martinez, but I'm not giving him back his admin status. If I could still find the name, I'm going to unban Rio Martinez. I'm not giving him back his admin status. I'm not giving him back his admin status. I don't trust him. What up, Free Noob? It's not COVID. I'm going to tell you what I believe happening. What I believe happening is that they're just poisoning niggas. There's just, this is biological warfare that's happening. That's what's going on. This is biological warfare, man. They got that girl locked up, Ghislaine or whatever her name is. Shout out to Tyson Garcia for just mentioning that. News not talking about Ghislaine unseen files. I got the files. I mean, I could go through them. I'm going to send the files to somebody, and hopefully they could go through them while I'm working on other projects. But I got the files. Shout out to Rondell's unpopular opinion. Yeah, so Mom, I told y'all to stay out of the rain. Do y'all remember when it was raining? Like, I don't know if y'all who else is in New York City, but I'm in New York City, and it was raining like every day for like 3 months. I was telling people to stay out of the fucking rain. I didn't go outside. I stayed out of the rain. I wasn't trying to stay out of the outside. I was just trying to stay out of the rain. I was just trying to stay out of the rain, just in general. That's a fact. No. Don't acknowledge it. Don't acknowledge it. I don't even want bags. I don't want nothing. Don't acknowledge it. Crisis Black says, BB and family, I need y'all to all understand something. Frost is a content creator, is reacting off our comments, so it's up to us to drive the discussion and mold the content's content. BB and we are the culture. Thank you very much. Yes, we spoke about how FBG Duck had got killed yesterday. I mean, I don't know much about it. It was some kind of drive-by. I got people saying that they think that he was set up. But that's Chicago. I think that if you can leave, I don't know if he could leave Chicago. I don't know his legal status. But I think that if you can leave Chicago and you don't, like, you just trying to get killed. I don't know what to tell you. You trying to get killed or you trying to kill people. I would not live in Chicago. I just would not live there. I wouldn't live there. The good part of Chicago, the bad part of Chicago, I don't care. I went and lived there. I personally don't want to live anywhere where I don't think it's a possibility for me to be able to raise kids. So I wouldn't want to raise kids in Chicago. I wouldn't want any children growing up in that type of environment. You have to assume every single person has PTSD to an extreme degree. James S says I had to move at 22, spent too much time locked up. Chicago's rough, man. Yeah, I know everybody is getting kicked. Everybody is complaining about that. I don't know if it's just my problem, my channel thing, but it is what it is at this point, and there's nothing I could do about it. I'm sorry, I'm reading some shit. Well, my whole thing is I think this is dangerous. I don't want to live somewhere where I have to, like, I don't want to, okay, it's dope having guns, but I don't want to live somewhere where I better have one. You understand what I'm saying? I don't want to live like that. I don't want to have to live. Look, I already live in an extremely high stress situation, and I'm not even in Chicago. I couldn't imagine living in Chicago and having the same type of high stress situation that I currently am in. I don't know, it might be too much. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know anybody mentally stronger than me. Not one person. I need a fucking Green Lantern ring. If you understand. If you get it, you get it. Anyway, with that being said, we're going to pull up out of here. I want to give my apologies that I can't call out for all the donations because we had to move from, because we're having problems with the live. We're probably going to consistently have problems with the live. I need to contact, I think I got a meeting with YouTube coming up in a day or two. I'm going to tell them that I think I'm getting hacked and see what they can do about that. Anyway, shout out to Power Grade with the dub drop, the $20 drop. Shout out to Tony Tone with the $1 drop. Shout out to Christ is Black with the $5 drop. There were some other drops, but I can't see it because it's on Cash App. So I want to apologize to those people. With that being said, yo, look, man. Nuke said, Free Nuke says, I don't think you have anything to worry about young boys versus young boys. No, my problem is I wouldn't be able to raise a family there. I'm not concerned about me as much as I wouldn't be able to raise a family. You feel me? That's the issue. I wouldn't feel comfortable raising a family in that environment. I just wouldn't. Anyway, with that being said, yeah, let's go do something. Let's go do something good for somebody today. Let's go do something positive. Let's try to enlighten the world. Yo, look, I want everybody to understand something. Being a nice person does not mean allowing people to walk all over you. Being a nice person doesn't mean allowing for other people to win. Being a nice person doesn't mean turning the other cheek. Being a nice person means if I have the opportunity to help you, I'm happy to help you. Not only that I will help you, I'm happy to do it. Being a nice person means that when I have the opportunity to do right by you, what I do right by you. That's what being a nice person is. Being a nice person isn't allowing people to walk all over you. Being a nice person is trying to get the best out of other people instead of trying to get the worst out of other people. Get it? So let's go out there and be productive. You got a lot of people out here that are good people. They're not bad people. Just because they're angry, just because they're defending themselves from attack, that doesn't mean that they're not a nice person. That just means that they had a fuck enough. That's it. So let's go out there, let's encourage the best out of each other, and let's not let the suckers win. And the suckers is everywhere, so this shit is hard. Like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombs. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on this one. I'm out.